Hello, and welcome to the 2012 edition of the Native Voice. I'm Sam Wood.
And I'm Shikanita Harrison. Students in the Upward Bound enjoy fun activities and classes throughout the summer. The Native Voice's Justice Pevio tells us how students learn more than just their ABCs.
At Upward Bound, students learn a lot about math and science and have a lot of fun, but one of the most important experiences students have over the summer is learning about the different tribes. Students come from all over the country, including North Carolina, Arizona, Utah, Oklahoma, Colorado, New Mexico, South Dakota, Oregon. The program has 80 students from 13 major Native American reservations or communities, so students come from many different tribes and diverse backgrounds.
I'm from Saddle Tree, North Carolina.
I come from the Confederate Tribes of the Umatilla Reservation.
I'm from South Dakota, the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation.
Getting to know the other students means finding out how they are alike, but also how they are different. Upward Bound students will take these lessons with them when they head to college.
Native teens prepare for higher education with the Indigenous Ways of Knowing Academy. At the Academy, Native American students are battling the odds that say half of them won't graduate high school. The Indigenous Ways of Knowing Summer Academy is located at Lewis and Clark College in Portland, Oregon. It's a 2-week introduction to the college experience. The students live in dorms, do SAT preparations, and get a basic understanding of liberal arts topics with a Native perspective.
Last year, just under 52% of Native American students graduated. Nearly 11% of Native students dropped out, compared to 2.4% of non-Native dropouts. These dropouts can often lead to single parenting or unhealthy being. An organization called Indian Education will have a summit this August in Rapid City, South Dakota. The summit will bring together all South Dakota schools that have been successful in improving dropout rates. Director of Indian Education Roger Campbell says the Native American dropout rate is the main focus in his office.
What are you laughing at? If it's the 1491s, you're not alone. The Native Voice Draven Yazzie reports on the popular YouTube sensation.
Well, are you going to work?
Not really.
The 1491s are a sketch comedy group based in Minnesota and Oklahoma. Their YouTube videos have become popular in Native American communities across the country.
I think they're funny because a lot of their humor I can actually connect with because I live on a reservation.
One of their most popular videos is Slapping Medicine Man.
Like the medicine man, instead of like giving him herbs or medicine, he actually slapped him. You know, knocked some sense into him, which I thought was pretty funny.
Their YouTube channel currently has 1.2 million video views and almost 5,000 subscribers. So why are their videos so popular?
I think they're popular because first of all, they're kind of pan-Indian. In other words, a lot of natives can understand the humor. And I think they kind of bring a more modern twist to the humor.
Their videos are satire, but they deal with issues that are very serious for many Native American communities. Some videos deal with alcohol, drugs, and health.
I think they allow us to take a look at ourselves and our own culture and some of the things we take very seriously, they put a twist to it, which makes it really funny. And so it says something maybe about the changing culture of American Indian youth.
Whatever your opinion of the 1491s, there's no denying that they are making people laugh.
Native American students at Fort Lewis College may not have their tuition waived soon due to budget cuts. An annual cost of $13 million goes to Fort Lewis College to waive the tuition of every Native American student. That cost has steadily increased over the years. Native Americans make up 1/5 of the college's student body. The waiver fee faces two challenges to its funding. With increasing state cuts to higher education, Fort Lewis administrators have turned to Congress to create a more suitable funding source for the tuition waiver. When we come back to Cherokee, World War II veterans are finally honored.
And a new exhibit in Boulder tells the story of an important Arapaho chief.
That's my nephew Scruff reading that comic book.
Improving my mind.
Give me your magic zapper and I'll improve your mind.
Hey, that's me!
Look inside. It's about the adventures you have coming home from school.
Uh-oh.
It gives tips on what to do about bullies, finding drugs, or trouble on the bus. And it shows what happens to Scruff.
What happens? What happens?
You'll see. For your free copy, write McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652 and help me take a bite out of crime.
What happens? What happens?
A popular summer activity for Native American is a powwow. Native American powwows work to bring families together. They carry on the culture of some tribes, tell stories, and raise money for worthy causes. Powwows bridge generation gaps because the young get a chance to spend time with their elders. This is an opportunity to come together and are often like family gatherings.
3 Cherokee Nation World War II veterans were honored with the Cherokee Medal of Patriotism in June. The Native American warriors honored were Andrew Jackson, Crittenden, Cooey Meggs Jr., and Arch Van. Crittenden's past honors included a Silver Star, 2 Bronze Stars, and 6 Service Stars. Crittenden's division served more days of full combat than any other division. Biggs Jr. enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. In 1943, becoming a rifleman, Van has drafted at 19 into the Navy and was stationed in San Diego. These Cherokee Indians fought for our country and for their families. They are now heroes.
The Native voice Rachel Maynard recently visited a local museum to take a look at their new exhibit about an Arapaho chief who changed Colorado history.
Many residents of Boulder know that Chief Niwot played a large role in this area's history, but few know the whole story. The Boulder History Museum's new exhibit, Chief Niwot, Legend and Legacy, tells why Chief Niwot was so important.
The museum's exhibit is part of a community-wide program exploring the chief's life and legacy in Colorado.
The exhibit explains that Niwot was a chief of the Arapaho Indians, living in what is now Boulder Valley.
Chief Niwot is important to Boulder history because he is an Arapaho who actually learned English, and because of his ability of knowing English at the time when these white settlers were coming into his lands, he worked really hard to try to keep peace between the Arapaho tribes and the Cheyennes with the incoming white settlers.
A challenge to this exhibit is that there are no photographs of Niwot. The museum uses documents, artifacts, and photographs relating to Chief Niwot's time to tell the story. Niwot tried to make peace with the white settlers and devoted his life to peacemaking. Tragically, this led to his death.
Although he tried numerous times to keep the peace, unfortunately, he lost his life during the Sand Creek Massacre in 1864. And the reason it's tragic is his whole effort was to try to keep the peace, knowing that if the peace did not work out with the white settlers, the livelihood of his people would be destroyed.
The goal of the exhibit is to educate locals on the history of Niwot and to create a more peaceful and inclusive community in the future.
It was his efforts to try to keep the peace and to open the dialogue between the whites and the Arapahos. It is his efforts that we are trying to bring back to the forefront and to get people to start talking again and face these hard histories that actually exist.
The exhibit runs until November 25th.
On July 1st, one of the Decorah eagles was killed. The bird was electrocuted after coming in contact with power lines. The eagle was hatched on March 27th. The Decorah eagles' nests are in Decorah, Iowa. Millions of people care about the Decorah eagles. They are sacred to many Native American tribes. The Decorah eagles were the first to die of the 14 eagles. They had nested in Decorah. These birds won't be buried, but their feathers will be handed to the Native community. The tragic loss of the Decorah eagles is being honored across Indian country. They will be honored in ceremonies with the use of their feathers. Or further information or to watch videos of the Decorah eagles, visit their Facebook page. Thank you for watching the Native Voice.
Have a great rest of your summer.